Amend the Mass Media Group is California Capital's premier YouTube channel focused on reparations, dedicated to political advocacy and apologetically aimed at shining a spotlight on our righteous justice claim for reparations.
The way it currently stands, forced labor, slavery takes precedence over rehabilitation and public safety.
Oh, by the way, while the Biden administration gives reparations to everyone but free people, look at the billions he has run over to Ukraine.
We don't have black grocery stores because if you think about it now, just to get in that supply chain, it's almost unheard of.
They don't want the truth to get out. Okay? I don't want to know what my family did or what all these people did and all this stuff like that. Okay? You read that 500-page report.
There's this thing called white superiority and black inferiority. That mindset allows all of the behaviors that we've seen across generations, allows for the construction of these policies and practices and systems and structures that continue to oppress us. This is not a handout. This is a debt that is owed.
You know, Allensworth was like the internet of his time in 1904, 1905.
The total black population in California is about 2.6 million, and then of that, the descendants compose about 2.2 million of that. So California, with a multi-billion-dollar surplus, can absolutely afford to satisfy the international terms for reparations, beginning with compensation.
Any financial obstacle that exists that impedes the success of increasing financial prosperity needs to be dealt with and eliminated.
No matter where we've been, no matter what part of this fight we've been in, we've been harmed, and we've had harm done to us specifically.
When I got to Los Angeles, this was some of the worst segregation I'd ever seen. And remember, I'm telling you, I'm from Mississippi.
Because as you can see, I'm giving you broken history right now, you know? But I had to give it to you guys today. I said, no, I got to show them this because it's so precious and nobody really knows about it.
Black people don't have that kind of luxury. Our historically black communities have been redistricted multiple times.
Now listen, if you can't handle the TR roof, don't tune in.
Write your thoughts, dreams, and affirmations into existence with this powerful, practical reparations manifestation planner. Put 2023 plans into action with purpose.
The proofs are hot off the press and look fire, fam. Perfect planner to write reparations manifestations and any other New Year's resolutions, goals, and achievable aspirations. It's been stated, if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book or write it down. Let's break those stereotypical trash tropes.
Conjure our justice claim collectively in 2023. Believe it and achieve it. Cut the check. Reparations Now Planner. Available now at Amazon.com. Write it into existence this year with fam and friends.
What's going on? All right. So my name is Dr. Critical TruthBey. I'm a policy analyst for Los Angeles County, and we're right here in San Diego Reparations Committee Task Force, almost nearing to an end. This is the first one of the year, and we look forward to seeing what the end result is. But one of my main concerns is this current preliminary policy proposal that they just put out yesterday. It's 103 pages, and just looking through it, there are a lot of information that, I would say needs to be redacted and do.
Is that something that people online can get to? Have you put it in?
Yeah, it's not online yet, but I'm sure in the next couple of days it will be. As I said, it just came out yesterday. But if you haven't gotten the full interim report, you need to get a copy of that. That's 500 pages. That's the original reporting on the findings of why we need reparations. Very, very informative. But this new report, just on the first page, where they're giving homage to the Constitution and how the 13th Amendment was there to actually give reference and ending and abolish slavery, when actually it's incorrect. Our main purpose right now, the reparations hearing, is to have policy, an anti-black hate crime bill. What we need that first and foremost is because we haven't had that. On January 9th, you had Sheila Jackson Lee draft up HR 61, and that is hate speech online. So that prevents people from speaking about anti-Semitism, stuff like that, which is wonderful. But on that same day, Brett Favre decided to utilize that bill and go after Umar Johnson for talking about his misappropriation of the $2 million welfare funding that he took from Mississippi's most vulnerable. So just to see how powerful legislation is. But if non-blacks or others are taking advantage of the bills that's afforded to them, then this is where we have to fight harder to have that accomplished. So what we'd like to see, and we're a group of my family members here. We are part of a group called the Kingdom Warriors Foundation, and it's a nonprofit organization that works on rehabilitating, and that includes infrastructure, housing, services, counseling, youth programs, everything that a community needs to empower itself. This is what we do from different backgrounds to come together. And reparations, the reparations hearing, AB 3121, is one of many aspects that we're fighting for. Now, next month, February 20th, in Spartanburg, South Carolina, we will be holding a march in Spartanburg Detention Center for one of our fallen brothers. His name is Lavelle Lane. He was a 29-year-old that was killed by Spartanburg Sheriff. Mental health issues, just as we saw with Keenan Anderson, Tyree Nichols, a lot of our brothers who fall under police brutality. It's usually through routine traffic stops, misappropriation or miscommunication of how they even interact. Sometimes we just need a hug. We don't need tasing. We don't need you talking smack to us and not understanding, hey, what's happening? How can I help? If law enforcement can translate their badge or gun to just compassion, we would have many of our fallen soldiers would still be here with us today. So what we want to emphasize after this month's reparations hearing and the future ones that's coming, next one will be in Sacramento, that we reiterate the need for an anti-black hate crime bill. Now, this reparations task force doesn't have to be the one to actually initiate that. Again, we have our black politicians already, the Congressional Black Caucus, that are drafting hate crime bills for hate speech for the web, but yet they still go over us. And so we want to make clear that we're not waiting 2-3 years for this to happen. Before reparations is even distributed, we want to focus on the policy and legislative aspect. And so that's one of the things that I like to see here.
So this is part 2.
Yes. Just wrapping it up. I just wanted to reiterate the importance of us knowing our current legislation and what it is to really get involved. Right now, after Sacramento's reparations hearing, there may not be any more in person, so Sacramento might just be the last in-person reparations hearing. And for that, we urge all of our black people, all, to head to the state capitol, not insurrect it, no sir, but to actually give a final voice. And we demand, if it's the last one in person, if that is so, because that's what I'm hearing in the works, that we need to have public comment at least for 3 hours, because it's very important to honor those of us who do take the initiative to follow through and fight on behalf of the people through government councils. And that's not where our forte is, and we want to change that language. So sisters today, many sisters, brothers who've been affected through mass incarceration, who are standing for our brothers who are still locked up, that they need to take precedence. We need to give them their flowers. We need to honor them by duplicating the knowledge, and each one teach one. And that's the only way that we can win this fight. But understand, people, it's power to the people. It is not telling an elected official or representative what we want. It is mobilizing, it is planning, it is organizing amongst ourselves, and then presenting it to those who may be in power. But understand that the power ultimately relies on us. Power to the people. Yes. Oh, yes, of course. So they can give us a call if they're interested in how to join a group or be part of empowering your own neighborhood. You can call us toll free at 1-866-548-0521, the Kingdom Warriors Foundation Federal Health Commission. And I'm Dr. TruthBey. I'm your policy analyst. And so if you want to reach or have any questions or need advocacy of any kind, please feel free to reach us out. And you can email us at info@onepercentage.org. So that's info at onepercentage.org. And we're here to help. So let's mobilize and don't hesitate to call. Again, 1-866-548-0521, the Kingdom Warriors Foundation Federal Health Commission.
Do you have a Twitter?
Sure. Yeah. So we do have an Instagram. It's Youth Investments. So anytime you go on Youth Investments, you'll see part of the work that we're doing. Some that considers with reparations, more of discrimination, housing, just any resource, youth-inspired quotes. So this is all like a one-stop shop to get some more information. So Youth Investments, look us up. And yeah, we look forward to working with you in your city and really building the Black community. There's no shame about that. It's just way up from here. Yeah.